your mind is full. Right now, as you're watching this, it's overflowing, and you don't even realize it's killing you. What if I told you that everything you're holding on to stops life from rewarding you?
There was a man. Let's call him David. David was successful. At least, that's what everyone thought. Good job, nice apartment, always busy, always moving, always thinking. But here's the truth no one saw. David's mind never stopped, not for a second. He woke up thinking about yesterday's mistakes. He went to bed rehearsing tomorrow's worries. His brain was a library with every shelf packed, every corner filled, every surface covered. Old arguments replayed in his head like broken records. Conversations from 5 years ago, that embarrassing moment in college. Things people said, things he should have said back. Regrets, resentments, fears about the future. And new worries kept piling on top. Bills, deadlines, relationships, health, the news, what people think, what could go wrong. Sound familiar? Because David isn't unique. He's you. He's me. He's everyone scrolling through life with a mind so full, there's no room left for anything new.
One day, something changed. David met an old friend, someone he hadn't seen in years. And the difference was shocking. This friend was lighter, calmer, more present. His eyes weren't distant. His smile wasn't forced. David asked, "What happened to you?" The friend smiled. "I emptied my mind." David laughed. "What does that even mean?" "It means," his friend said slowly, "I let go of everything I was carrying that wasn't mine to carry anymore."
David went home that night, and for the first time in years, he paid attention to his own thoughts. Really paid attention. And what he found terrified him. 90% of what filled his mind was garbage. Worries about things that never happened. Anger toward people who'd forgotten the argument. Regrets about choices he couldn't change. Fears about futures that might never come. He was carrying an entire graveyard of dead moments, and it was suffocating him. But here's the worst part, the part that broke him. He realized he'd been so busy holding on to the past and fearing the future that he'd missed the present completely. Years of his life had passed, and he'd been mentally absent for all of it. His daughter had grown up. He'd missed it. She was 12 now, but he couldn't remember 7 or 9 or last Tuesday. His relationships had become shallow, because how can you connect with someone when you're not even there? When your body is present, but your mind is replaying an argument from 2018. Opportunities had passed him by. Jobs, ideas, moments, because his mind was too full to notice them, too cluttered to see the door opening. David sat there, alone in his apartment, and felt something he'd never felt before. Empty. But not the good kind, the devastating kind. He'd been so full that he'd become empty. Do you see the irony? That night, David made a decision. He took out a notebook, and he started writing everything. Every worry, every regret, every grudge, every what if, and should have, and why didn't I? He wrote for 3 hours straight, and then he read it. Page after page of thoughts that didn't serve him, thoughts that weren't even true half the time, mental weight he'd been carrying for no reason. So he did something radical. He decided to let it go. Not suppress it, not ignore it, actually let it go.
He forgave the people he'd been angry at, not because they deserved it, but because carrying that anger was poisoning him. He accepted his past mistakes, not because they were okay, but because replaying them changed nothing. He released his need to control the future, not because he stopped caring, but because worrying about it was stealing his today. One by one, he emptied his mind. And you know what happened? Space. Beautiful, open, breathable space. For the first time in years, David could think clearly. He could see clearly. He could be present. Here's what David learned, what I'm learning, what you need to hear. Life doesn't reward a full mind. It rewards an empty one. Not empty like void, empty like available, open, ready. Think about it. When your phone storage is full, what happens? It stops working. Can't download new apps, can't take new photos, can't update. Your mind is the same. When it's full of yesterday's pain and tomorrow's fear, there's no room for today's blessings. No space for new ideas, new relationships, new opportunities, new versions of yourself. Life is trying to give you things right now, but your hands are full, your mind is full, so you can't receive. The universe doesn't reward people who are stuck. It rewards people who are ready. So how do you empty your mind? Start simple. 5 minutes a day. Sit quietly. Notice your thoughts. Don't judge them. Just see them. Then let them pass. Like clouds. They come, they go. You don't have to hold on to them. Write them down. Every worry, every regret, get them out of your head and onto paper. You'll be shocked at how silly most of them look in writing. Forgive. Not for them, for you. Because grudges are like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Let go of control. You can't control most things, and trying to is exhausting you. Be here, now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Right here. This moment is the only one you actually have.
David started doing this every day, and slowly things changed. His daughter noticed he was actually listening now. His work improved because his mind was clear enough to focus. Opportunities he would have missed, he saw them and took them. Life started rewarding him, not with lottery wins, but with peace, clarity, presence, connection, the things that actually matter.
So let me ask you something. What are you holding on to that's not serving you anymore? What's taking up space in your mind that could be used for something beautiful? Because here's the truth. You can't receive with closed fists. You can't grow in a cluttered garden. And you can't live fully with a mind that's already too full. Empty your mind before it's too late. Not because life is short, but because life is happening right now, and you're missing it. Let go and watch what life gives you in return.